Hello sunshines, it's Luz with Love here and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you are a regular. Today we are going to be building something very special. It's the Ravenclaw common room from Hogwarts. And this idea actually came from an isolation build and chill challenge by Miss Reva, whose Twitter I will link down below. But I do actually want to make this a build series where I will build different rooms and different areas from Hogwarts. I do plan on building the other 3 common rooms, and I would really welcome your suggestions for what else should I build from Hogwarts down below. The Ravenclaw common room is located in the Ravenclaw Tower, of course. So I tried and make this nice and round room. I was basing it off a size of the Gryffindor common room that we see in the movie, which is probably smaller than the capacity of Hogwarts is, because when you calculate how many students are in the house, it doesn't really make sense in the movies how big the common rooms are. They're quite small, but nevertheless I tried to base it off the movies in that aspect. And obviously we don't see the Ravenclaw common room in the movies, so I had to go based on first my imagination and second some fan art that I saw or Pottermore. Of course we had to have a statue of Rowena Ravenclaw. There is kind of like a lack of statues in The Sims 4. I'm not upset about it, because how often do you build with statues in your game? But I did end up going for this most Rowena-like looking bust. So I think it turned out pretty okay. I did size it up because it was kind of small. But originally I thought I would have black window frames, black bookcases, but then it looked kind of cold, so I thought, you know, the Ravenclaw colors are blue and bronze, so I'm gonna do brown for the floors and the bookcases and the windows. So even though there's not much bronze that I could add, I did add the brown, because, you know, the Ravenclaw colors are bronze and blue, not blue and silver. Remember that. The movie screwed that up. I will not. So I'm just adding this little fireplace area with a couple of couches that students can sit down and chill at. I added a little rug. That's the only rug in the room because I'm not much of a rug person. So I thought I'd just add one. I do love this little table from City Living. You know, the magical looking one. I think that one is really cool. And then I wanted to add some study spots around the room, and originally I thought of adding one big table, but it just didn't look good. It was crowded and it was just filling up the room with only one table. Plus, Ravenclaws are not really that social. I'm not saying that they're all, you know, awkward when it comes to social situations. I'm a Ravenclaw and I'm not awkward when it comes to social situations. But I feel like a lot of Ravenclaws like their peace and their quiet and their personal space. So that's why I added like 3 or 4 small tables of 3 or 2 students. And of course Ravenclaws are very creative and artsy and not just book smart, so I added some easels as well, or I think I'm gonna end up deleting one of them because I thought, well, one's enough and that one is cluttering a space I could use to display some books, and I thought that looked very Ravenclaw like, the 2 books by the fireplace. And now I'm just cluttering up the room. Basically that's it for the furniture. So I used some books that I stacked on top of the fireplace as well, because I thought, you know, it's high up, but they probably charmed them to come down from top of the fireplace. And I added like a little basket with blankets in it, because, you know, you want to get cozy when you're reading by the fireplace in the evening. I would love to visit this common room. I would love. I'm a Ravenclaw at heart, guys, so yes, I absolutely love how this turned out because it's so cozy, so beautiful. And yeah, just some books, some little statuettes on the fireplace. And this is a lot of cluttering up of the space. And I also wanted to follow the there's no electricity in Hogwarts thing. So I put down like different candles and things like that, or lights that looked like they are magicked to light up and don't require electricity, even though they're technically not off the grid. You'll see the one I mean. It's the Realm of Magic chandelier. But now I'm just cluttering up the little tables, some books. You know, guys, this was quite easy. I just added plenty of books everywhere and it looked good because Ravenclaws love books. Yeah, I did use those 2 stacked books on top of each other a lot for this build because, you know, every Ravenclaw always has 1 or 2 books with them. And I added a little backpack here and there because while I don't think that Hogwarts students really use backpacks, I think in the books Harry uses like a over-the-shoulder bag, because I think he describes that in Chamber of Secrets when he like trips and falls or something. But I added a couple backpacks because you don't have over-the-shoulder bags in The Sims. And I added a couple of cookie jars as well because I thought, you know what, Ravenclaws probably get a little snacky when they're studying up all night. Oh yeah, and I added a little rubber duck because I thought that was a perfect nod to Arthur Weasley. Even though he's a Gryffindor and not a Ravenclaw, I thought there must be one Ravenclaw who's really curious about the Muggle culture, and they would get a rubber duck from like their Muggle-born friend or something. And then I was trying to figure out, I'm just adding the potions down now. I thought I was trying to figure out how to make the statue look better. Anyways, I added a couple of potions down because I thought, you know, maybe it's some homework that they had for class to brew a potion and then bring it. I did add like the more beginner's potions down because I thought, you know, they probably wouldn't be able to clone themselves with a potion if they're like second or third year students. And a couple of crystals, things like that. I did add a couple of orbs that look like divination balls. And yeah, now I'm trying to make the statue look a little more majestic. And I tried adding candles, but then it just looked like a shrine, which I wasn't sure that I wanted. So then I came up with those floating crystals. And I think that actually turned out pretty good. They're standing on top of stacks of like old tomes. And I thought maybe it's like a little statue, you know, the books are not actual books, it's a statue of books with the little crystal floating on top, maybe. And I added a guitar and a violin because, you know, Ravenclaws are creative, so of course some of them are going to be playing some instruments. And then I'm just cluttering up this little cabinet under the books because I thought, you know, that area still looks a little bare, and I don't think you would have a space that is like bare like that at Hogwarts. I think the common rooms, at least from what we see in the movies and from what we read in the books, are quite cluttered up and full. So I really wanted to show that vibe in my build. And a lot of open books. I use the university books a lot because, you know, they're studying, so they have some notes up on top. And then I added a little bit more of a reading area behind the main fireplace hangout area. Because I thought, you know, maybe just somebody wants to sit close to their friends but really do their own thing and chill out and read a book or journal. Such Ravenclaw vibes. I love it. Yeah, and I was just sitting here at the chandelier, and yeah, I was considering the candles for a bit, but then I thought, no, let's go chandelier. And I think that is it. Now we're gonna move on to the screenshots, which I'm not gonna lie, I like a little bit of a humble moment, but I love how this turned out. I would love to come to this common room and just chill out with my friends. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what videos you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Have a nice day. Bye.